Hello, everybody, and welcome to the BNC Academy. This is Mr. Mdongo, your entrepreneurship trainer, business coach, and Mr. Automator. So I think some months back, I was just browsing on this website, and then I saw a coaching that was available, and I booked on that coaching call. Then after I booked, an angel fell from heaven because I happened to be on the call with the person that I am talking to right now, the person that is on the call. And this person challenged me so much in the sense that everything changed in my business, in my life, the way I see money, the way I see wealth, the way I see abundance, it just changed. And then I said, okay, enough is enough. Right now, I've brought so many people on my platform. I think it's time now that I must bring the person who made it all for me. So, and this person is none other than Cliona O'Hara. Welcome, Cliona, to the BNC Academy.
Thank you so much. Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If I can tell you, my team, the team that I actually work with, I've been telling them about this call that I did with you. Only if I had a chance of recording that coaching call, I was gonna play it every day. But anyway, I managed to learn, and you inspired me a lot. But tell me something. How is America today?
America's great. We still have some phases of the lockdown,
Mm.
but I love living in America. Everything's wonderful.
Thank you. That's amazing. I will visit you one day.
Yes, you will. Yes.
Great, great. Yeah. So tell me, to some of the people that might not know who exactly is Cliona, can you please tell me, and can you please tell us, who is you? Yeah. Can you tell us who is Cliona? And yeah.
So I'm Cliona O'Hara, and I currently am a senior inner circle coach for Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. So Bob Proctor is very well known from the hit movie and the book The Secret.
Mhm.
And he's a master in human potential and a thought leader.
Mm.
I'm also a mom. I have 6 children. I have 3 little ones, and I have 3 stepchildren, and we all live together. We're the Brady Bunch. I'm a wife. I'm married to my husband, Frank, who is also, he's a doctor, and he also was in the United States Navy for many, many years. So I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm a coach for Bob Proctor. And I'm an entrepreneur. I own several businesses as well.
Wow, that's quite a huge profile. And how are you balancing everything? How are you balancing everything? You've got businesses, you've got coaching, and you still need to be a mom, and you still need to be a wife. You still have got all of these things. How are you balancing others?
I think I manage my time very well. And
Mhm.
I stay very calm. I'm very calm and confident, and I don't worry and I don't stress. So I manage my time and I figure it out and it gets done.
Wow, that's amazing, because there are so many people who are in business and they are married or they are what, but they've put their focus on one thing and they just run with that. And the other side, it will be struggling. Um, so by the time I was doing some diggings, I discovered something strange. I discovered that you sold uniforms at age 12 to make some profit. Tell me about that.
Yes. So I was born in Northern Ireland in a little city called Derry. And from the age of 12, I was living with my grandmother. My grandmother raised me, and we didn't have very much money. But I always loved nice clothes. I loved nice dresses. I liked nice coats and jackets, and I wanted these nice things. But my grandmother was working very hard, but she couldn't afford to buy me the clothes that I liked. And one day I was with my grandmother and we met somebody in the local town where I lived. and he owned a store that sold school uniforms, a very popular shop in the city center that sold these school uniforms. And I was only 12 at the time. And I heard him say to my grandmother, I'm looking for help in the shop. I need help selling these uniforms. And I turned around and I said, me, what about me? But the thing is, you were supposed to be 16 or 17 to get a job at that time. But I didn't tell him I was only 12. So he said, come down to the shop. And on the weekend, and we'll talk. So I got all dressed up. I put makeup on, I put a little purse on, and I pretended I was older because I really wanted to get money. I wanted money because I wanted to buy myself nice things. And I went down there, I put the makeup on, and I got the job, and I loved it. I was working with older women and on the weekends and after school. And I was learning about customer service. I was learning how to serve people. And then I was selling these school uniforms. And I think I was only making like 11 pounds a day, which is, not a lot of money, but it was better than no money, right?
Yeah. Wow. So tell me, so you actually exposed. So I can say you exposed yourself to the job environment and also learning some of the things. So what are some of the things that you learned then that you are still using right now? Because I understand there are some of the things that you literally learned there and you carry them through, or they carry you through rather, up to where you are right now.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I learned that we have to be of service to our customers, and we have to be friendly, we have to communicate, and we have to serve our customers. If we want things in life, if we want money, whatever it is we're looking for, we have to be of service. You always put the customer first. And so until today, even as a coach, my client comes first. I give of service. I do more than what I'm paid to do. I always go more and go over what I'm paid to do, and make sure that the customer feels like you care for them, you truly, genuinely care for them. I also learned about discipline, getting into work on time, showing up, dressing up. I learned how to dress properly, be disciplined, be of service. And also it helped me grow in my confidence, just being able to talk to the public and sell, uniforms, telling, what looks good on them, helping them pick the right, color, the right choice, whatever it was. So I learned a lot about money, about service, discipline. Yeah. And how important it is to be of service to the public.
Wow, how important it is to be of service to the public and to your clients. Wow, that's so amazing. But allow me to jump here from 12, boom, to 27. Please tell me, at 27, there's something that happened there that literally changed everything, right? And that thing that happened there is the reason why we do have got the Cliona O'Hara that you have today with all that in the profile. So tell me what happened there. You read a book, you watched a movie. Who on earth can watch a movie and their life change?
Yeah, it happened. It happened for me. I was 26 or 27. And at that time, my life wasn't going so well. I had moved to America. I still didn't have my green card. And in America, you need the working permits to go work. You need a green card to have rights. I didn't have those rights. I couldn't just go get a job like everybody else. I was in this waiting period for my green card application. It was a very difficult time for me. I couldn't make money. I was getting really sad. I was getting, it was just a really hard time. I couldn't afford my bills. I was in America. I was lonely. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't have friends. And then one day in a restaurant, I was actually outside at the bathroom of a restaurant. I was going to use the bathroom. And before I went into the restroom, I saw a DVD sitting outside on the table. And it said, it was those blank DVDs. and it said secret. Somebody took a marker and wrote secret on the DVD. And it was just sitting there outside the bathroom. And I thought, that's strange. Wonder what that is. But somebody left it there for me. It was meant to be for me, right? Somebody left that movie to change someone's life. I really believe that. And I saw the movie, I grabbed the disc and I took it home. And I remember in those days, I was praying to God and I said, God, please help me. How do I survive here in America? Should I just go back home to Ireland? Should I just give up? And I found that movie. I took it home and I watched it, and boom, my whole world changed.
Wow.
When I found out the secret and how our thoughts literally create our reality, then I started studying this. I became obsessed with understanding how the mind really works and about positive thinking. Why do we need to think positive? How do we attract things into our life? Everything we have is a manifestation of our thoughts. And I started playing around with this. I started testing the universe and the law of attraction and the law of vibration. And at this point, I had no money. Like, I ran out of money. I didn't even have food for 3 days. That's how low I got. It was 3 days. I was hungry. And I started praying. And then I started in my mind, just believing that I'm going to manifest money. I remember I always talked to God in my mind, and I would say, God, what should I do next? What should I do? Tell me what to do. And I kept hearing, be of service, be of service. And I'm like, but I can't be of service. I don't even have $1. I need service, right? But all I kept hearing was be of service. So I went to the local church and I volunteered my time. They had a soup kitchen there for the homeless people to come and eat food. And so I went there and I actually got a job as a volunteer helping out at this church. I was being of service every day, and I got to eat when I was there. So I would just go into the church and I would pray and I would be of service. 2 weeks into that job, 2 weeks later, I manifested, I think it was $23,000 in the mail. I think it was $23,000. 3 green checks came from the IRS, the tax department of America. All the years that I had been in America, all my tax returns came to me.
Wow.
Just like that. And I cried and I thanked God and I said, thank you so much. And then that's when I started my business.
Wow. It's 23,000, right?
$23,000.
$23,000 is quite a lot of money just from Norway, just like that. Wow. And really this can confirm that our thoughts makes our reality. And and thoughts are real forces as well, because whatever you think whatever you think about, you bring about, really. So so tell me, after you manifested this 23K, then what happened?
Then immediately I started my business. And I had some healthcare administration experience. And so then I said, you know what? I'm going to start my own business.
Was your green card out as yet?
No.
It wasn't yet out. Okay.
No. But you can own a business in America. You can't work for a business until you have a green card, but you can own one. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm going to start my own business. If I can't work for one, I'll create my own. And I did.
Wow. So this also the same way, like, if you can't find any opportunity out there, go and find yours. Go and create one for yourself. Wow, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. So and then after you read this, after you watched this movie and then you did this, there's a book that you also read that as well changed everything. And what happened?
So once I found the secret, I became obsessed with personal development, growing spiritually. I studied everything, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, Wayne Dwyer. And then I started reading Think and Grow Rich. I started reading everything I could get my hands on. I wanted more and more and more, understand, how does this work? How does universal law work? And how to work in harmony with these laws. And the more I studied, the more I used the law and I worked with the law, and the more I would attract to me more and more. My life just got better and better and better. And then I bought my first house. A couple of years later, I bought my first house. I had, my business was growing. I had 45 employees at one point working for me, and we had a call center. And I loved my business. It was a beautiful company. We used to take inbound and outbound calls for healthcare companies. That was the business I started. And things just got better and better.
Wow. Wow. You know, that's a complete turnaround. This is a complete turnaround. I don't know if you could 10 3 or 4 times. This was, I don't know how, you know, because from having zero amount of money, from being eating from a health from actually a local church, to be having 23,000 rand to build a business, you know, with all those employees. That's quite a lot. So one might be asking, say, okay, Cliona, I have heard it. Yes, it worked for you, but since the laws are available for us, and how can I tap into them? And how can I start also to use these laws? Because they are available for me, for my benefit, for me to use them. So how can I do that?
You have to study. You have to study every day, because there's 2 things I would recommend. Number 1 is study. You need to study this material. And there's nobody better in the world, in my opinion, than Bob Proctor. His material is number 1. That's why I work for him, because I want to share his material. It changed my life. And then number 2 is you need to manage your thoughts. As negative thoughts come into your mind, you hear the thought. Is it good or is it bad? Is it positive? Is it negative? If it's negative, you must reject it. Reject, and replace it with positive affirmations about yourself. What do you want to believe about yourself? We've been programmed from childhood, from our culture, from our environment. Everything we heard from our surroundings went into our subconscious mind. When I left Ireland, I had a poverty mindset. That's why I had no money for many years. I was conditioned that money was bad. I heard growing up, you shouldn't want money, that's evil. I was conditioned, you have to work really, really hard if you want to get anywhere in life. And so when I arrived in America, I was conditioned. I thought money was bad. I thought, you know, you need to work in order to get anything. And that's not the truth. So now the only way to replace your programming is through study and auto-suggestion. So now every day I tell myself what I want to believe about me. I am great. I am powerful. Money is a magnifier. The more money I have, the more good I'm going to do with it and be of service.
Wow. Wow, that's so amazing. And you know, one biggest point as well is manage your thoughts and reject those thoughts as well, especially bad thoughts. But you cannot reject and remain blank in your mind, because those negative thoughts, they'll start coming again. Same as you can. Yeah, and same as you can go to the field and weed the field and leave it like that, they're still gonna come back again.
That's right.
Yeah, so after you do the weeding process, you need now to replace with something.
You need to plant the good seeds. That's exactly it. I'm planting the good seeds into my subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind will accept anything it is given or told. So I only want to feed my mind good seeds that will grow into good fruit, right? And that's why we literally become what we think. If I let negative thoughts move into my subconscious, oh, I'm not good enough, or I can't do that, how are you going to get the money? All that negative fear and doubt will move into my subconscious, and it'll lower my self-image and my belief in myself. I won't allow that. I only plant the good. I believe in me. I am strong. I am powerful. I can have anything I want. Anything. And you can feel that from me. I really believe that, because I've planted that in my subconscious now, and it's a true belief. Therefore, I attract to me what I believe I can have.
Wow.
If you don't believe it, you can't have it, right?
Yes, yeah, you can go ahead.
So it's exactly what you said. You have to plant the seeds in your subconscious mind. What do you want to believe about you?
Wow. So, so having positive mind and planting good thoughts each and every time, does that mean that I'll never have the time where I can as well break off, like I can be sad? Does that mean so?
No, you'll still be, sometimes you'll feel sad, but the more you do this, the less and less, because your thoughts turn to feelings. So if you're having negative thoughts, you're going to feel negative. You're going to give off a negative vibration into the universe. And when you vibrate with negative energy, you're going to attract back to you negative circumstances, right? So the more you train your mind not to stay in a negative thought, the more you're raising your chances of attracting good into your life, right? So it doesn't mean you'll never be sad. Maybe something happens in your life that makes you sad, but don't stay there. Don't stay there for too long. You can say, okay, I feel sad. Okay. Feeling is a conscious awareness of vibration. So when you feel something, that's the vibration and the energy you're giving off to the universe. So just pay attention to how you feel. If you don't feel good, ask yourself why. I always say, well, why do I not feel good today? Oh, because I was worried about this, or I was thinking about that. Okay. Now there's 3 steps. Let me teach you these 3 steps that Bob taught me. It's so powerful. If something happens in your life and it's a negative situation, there's 3 steps for anything that you can do. Number 1, say to yourself, it is what it is. Accept it.
Wow.
It will either control you or you will control it.
Wow.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Number 2 is harvest the good. There's good in everything. Seek and you shall find. Even in what seems to be difficult or bad, there's good in it. You will find the good. So number 2, harvest the good. Number 3 is forgive the rest. And forgive means to let go completely, abandon and release it.
Wow.
Those 3 steps.
Wow, those are so powerful steps, Cliona. And so because really sometimes we try to reject some of the things, yet we are just supposed to acknowledge, we are supposed to accept it. Say, okay, it is what it is, and then now what? And then you can move, because if you are keeping on being in the denial state, there's nothing that will ever happen as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the other point that I just want also to say is like feel the fear, but don't become one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can feel the fear, but you don't need to become one. Oh my goodness, I can't believe our time is running out like this. Yeah, I can't believe our time is running out like this. But you know, I really, you know, this interview, it can go and go and go forever and ever and ever. But because I'm really learning. I'm learning every day, especially also from me. But anyway, what's your closing thoughts? Yeah, what's your closing thoughts? And what is it that you can? Oh, sorry, you are on mute. Okay, great.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, so I was saying that what's your closing thoughts? Or what's your closing points? Something that you can actually tell our audience that they can apply.
What I want to share with you, with whoever's watching this, and I mean this from my heart, you literally can have or be anything you want.
Wow.
When you believe and you have faith, the opposite of fear is faith. When you have faith and you go inwards for the answers and you study every day, you become disciplined and you have faith, you can have anything you want. And do not let anybody tell you otherwise. Do not listen to anyone who tries to put you down or gives you their negative opinions. Reject them, because you were put on this earth for a reason. You have to find out your purpose. You must find what are your strengths, your gifts, and your talents. You were given specific gifts and talents. Every human on this earth. We're a soul. We're a soul. And we are made in the image of God. We're creators. We create our own life. And so find out what it is that you really, really enjoy doing. What are you really good at? And that's what you go after. And you'll find a way to make money doing that as well. Money is good. It's a magnifier. It'll give you more resources. Money will help you help others. Okay, so that's my biggest message for whoever's watching.
Wow. Thank you so much, Cliona. So there you have it. You can be whoever you want to be. You can get whatever you need, whatever you want in life, only if you believe it. Wow. That's so amazing. Thank you so much. And please, all of you who are watching, I would like you to follow Cliona. I follow her every time on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. She posts really good content, and also subscribe to Bob Proctor as well, and watch and learn, because every day I make sure that at least I listen, especially to the program that I do have there 6 minutes. I listen to it every day, and it's so helpful. It's so beneficial on my side. And you just need somebody who have walked the path, somebody who have done it, and somebody who have been where you are, but right now they are now so successful, recognized worldwide. So please follow her. I'm gonna put the links as well below, that you can click and follow Cliona, and subscribe to whatever channel that you have. From me to you, Cliona, thank you so much. It was such an honor and a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. I love you. You're an angel, and you are so special. You truly are a very special man. So the honor is mine. And thanks for having me on today.
Thank you so much.